CALEB A.M. Woo! Ow. I don't know why I said ow.
Did that hurt you or your guitar?
My guitar is what said ow.
Oh.
That wasn't me.
I forgot you have a talking guitar.
Yeah, it's pretty sick actually. It just like, had a little mouth and it says words and stuff, Yeah. Anyways, welcome to CALEB A.M, your Wednesday morning caffeination. My name's Caleb Griffin.
My name's Caleb Glad.
And this is a show where we talk about Jesus,
We drink caffeine.
talk about life. Nope, answer a question.
Talk about life.
Then we go to class.
Have we ever done that right?
No.
We always mess up.
Never.
It's a part of the show.
Yeah.
We mess up saying the catchphrase.
Yeah, every time we mess up, the live audience laughs and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, those guys, they're so goofy. But we are goofy guys.
I like to be goofy.
Being goofy is fun. Caleb Ladd seemed very tired this morning. I personally...
I just yawned.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I had the weirdest sleep of my life last night, but I'll get into that when we talk about life. But for now, let's talk about Jesus.
Yeah. I also had cool sleep last night.
My sleep wasn't cool, my sleep was weird.
I guess it was a little weird at times. But
My sleep bothered me, but it was interesting, so...
I might mention it, but I'll probably forget about it, and then the people will be like, oh, I wonder what was so cool about his sleep. My verse comes from Ephesians chapter 4. It's 2 verses actually. It's Ephesians 4:15 through 16. But speaking the truth in love, let us grow in every way into him who is the head, Christ. For from him the whole body, fitted and knit together by every supporting ligament, promotes the growth of the body for building up itself in love by the proper working of each individual part. I like that verse. It's talking about, reminds me of that Casting Crowns song that I'm not just saying, that If We Are the Body song.
Yeah.
We are
the body.
I'm glad that you are willing to sing it.
Yeah. It's a good song.
I do really like that song. But it's like we're all supposed to, we're all supposed to be working together as one body with Christ as the head. And you don't see that all the time.
So much division within
Yeah.
Christianity.
Which is sad.
But yeah.
How are we supposed to work with other people and love other people when we can't even work with the people that have the same mindset as us? So
Yeah. Interesting point for sure.
yeah,
Something that needs to be fixed.
and we're gonna do something about that.
Get in line, everyone. Changes are coming.
One smackdown each.
Anyways, good verse, Caleb.
I do want to say something real quick. Needed to be said. Oh, I just accidentally snoozed my alarm. That was so cool. Like, before it started going off, I just checked my watch.
That's pretty cool.
Let me stop that. It needs to be said because it didn't happen on Wednesday. But happy birthday, Caleb.
Thank you.
He's 21
I'm
years old.
21 years old now.
It happened on Sunday,
Happened on Sunday.
but that's not a Wednesday. So I had to.
It's gonna be cool when one of our birthdays is on a Wednesday.
Yours will be on a Wednesday in 4 years. Let's see. I'll see when mine will
That's
be.
crazy.
I don't remember what day mine was this year.
I thought yours was on like a Friday last year. Or no, that would be this year.
June. Ooh. Mine's on a Tuesday next year.
Oh, so yours is only 2 years away.
Oh wait. Yours is also on a Tuesday next year.
It's a leap year.
Wait, that means both of our birthdays for the rest of time are gonna be on Wednesdays. Like, if mine's on a Wednesday, yours is on Wednesday.
That's insane.
This is such a
Dub. CALEB A.M. 2025 is gonna be lit.
It's gonna be crazy.
Oh man. Anyways,
We'll come back for that. We'll put a link in the description.
hopefully by then we'll be at 10 million subscribers.
That's the goal.
Are you ready for caffeine?
Yeah, I called it craffine in the beginning, I think. But
Nice.
I'm ready.
What do you have today?
I have. Did I tell you what I had?
You did, and then you said you lied to me.
Yeah, I told Caleb what I had yesterday.
He lied.
We don't normally always do. And I checked the fridge. I had lied to him, and I want to formally apologize to you, to the live audience, to the audience, to the cameras, and to your talking guitar. Screw you, man. Okay. Too far.
Hey, man, let me talk to him. Look, I know he's a liar. I get it, right? Okay. People make me. He's not gonna forgive you, man.
All right.
He's
whatever.
mad.
Maybe when he sees my selection, you'll enjoy it.
I hope so.
I have Star Blast.
Oh my gosh, this guy stinks. Hey, I'm sorry. He's having a rough day.
Did you play him bad or something?
I didn't play him well. Star Blast though.
Star Blast. I thought I had a swirly pop. Like, I grabbed a swirly pop to put it in the fridge, and then I saw the Star Blast behind it. I was like, I haven't had a Star Blast in a couple months.
Yeah.
So, what do you have?
I have what I was supposed to have
Let me
last
guess.
week. With a dented top. Orange dreamsicle.
Might as well not drink it. I'm gonna drink this.
I'm gonna drink this. I've been looking forward to the orange dreamsicle.
You know what I found out?
No.
This episode of CALEB A.M. is the 1 year anniversary of us doing polls.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's
Which
cool.
means it's only fitting that on the 1 year anniversary we kind of changed the poll up a little bit. Instead of doing like a this or that, which is better debate, we did something different. What came first? The chicken or the egg? It's time to take these stupid philosophical questions and put them to bed. And the best way to do
Is
that,
that what we're doing now?
not now, just for today.
Okay.
It's
I prefer
time.
to this or that question.
It's time. You know, some of these questions are just dumb.
I think this one's dumb.
And our audience, you know,
Y'all need to stop being stupid.
I think.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
No, it's okay. What do you think? What do you think the poll
The
was?
chicken came first because, like, obviously the chicken came first because God created the animals.
The chicken came first because, like, obviously the chicken came first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these questions, like this one, I think is just answered so fast biblically that it, you know. Hold on. Do you need me to pull up the poll?
No, I got it.
I like the thumbnail on the video.
Thank you. I really like the thumbnail as well. No, even if one wants to argue that, well, it never really says God didn't make it the egg first, or it
My
never really
favorite
said
verse, Genesis 1:10.
it
God created all the animals and the eggs.
Yeah, but the only other argument outside of biblical context is that for an egg to hatch a chick,
It has to have.
it has to be fertilized.
Yeah.
Meaning, therefore,
There has to be a chicken.
there has to be a rooster to fertilize.
Which is still a chicken.
Yeah, but like a rooster is the male chicken.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
the chicken still exists to fertilize the egg.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I would agree. You're making my point. Stop it.
Sorry.
But yeah, the rooster had to come first to fertilize the egg. Because, yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty much to the chicken. So, yeah.
It's the chicken all the way.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the poll was?
I think some people are pretty stupid. So it's not going to be all the way chicken. No offense to the idiots that voted for egg. I see.
There could be some people who, given our this or that format,
Thought that you were
thought
just asking.
they were asking if they preferred chicken or eggs. Which, then again, I love eggs, but like, come on,
Chicken
guys,
all the way.
it's
That's
chicken.
like top tier meat. Meat.
Arby's.
Arby's. We have the chicken.
What did I say?
It's totally escaped me. Not even gonna try to think of it. Oh wait. I'm just gonna mention, like, when I was a kid, and I remember when I heard this question, I thought it was really cool. And then I thought about it, and I was like, huh. I think there are a lot of better.
I think the tree falling one is cool.
The tree falling one's pretty cool.
Two-fish birds.
Because I think, is sound something that only exists because we're around, or is it everywhere?
Kind of talked about that in Escape.
Well, yeah. I think it's everywhere because that makes
obviously.
sense. But that would be pretty cool.
That's such a good Doofenshmirtz quote. It's like, they've been asking if a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound. And the answer was, of course, obviously it does. What are we, stupid, guys? They should try to make all the trees say Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
But I think the poll is going to be skewed in the egg direction, which, for some reason, in a psychological sense, that means that there's more voters for chicken. So I'm going to say it's going to be like 68-32 chicken.
Chicken did win. There was a little bit more of a gap. It was 85-15 was the final score.
Good.
Yeah.
I wanted to go that high.
This is the most I've ever had voted on my story before. I had 6 people vote for egg, and it was still only 15%. So, a lot of people took interest in this. I don't know how many people that defaults to being chicken. But there were some first-time voters. And of course, your regular voters.
The regs.
Yeah. We need to get the regs to be here on a live audience actually one day. During the summer maybe. Say, hey guys, I'm going to come over 6:30 in the morning. I'm going to watch us do CALEB A.M. live.
You can't talk.
You can applause, you can
applause and you can laugh.
You can laugh.
And you go, oh!
Yeah.
You can do any of the stock sound effects that they play.
We'll get Colton to sit right there and hold up signs or like applause or laugh. But yeah.
Yeah.
That was the poll. The chicken came first, guys. It's over.
It's a fact.
It's
been settled.
We can't debate this any longer. You're welcome, America.
Once it's decided on CALEB A.M, you really can't do
anything about it.
Which sometimes is unfortunate if you think back to
some of the polls we've had.
Some of our polls, like Chick-fil-A, Popeye.
One voter for Popeye.
Summer, spring, or summer, winter. That one was sad. Which, to be fair to the Chick-fil-A Popeye debate, I love both restaurants. They're like my number one and
They're very good.
number 3 fast food restaurants. But it's just like,
Popeyes just tastes better.
Popeyes is so good. They have biscuit.
If Popeyes had the service and the business model that Chick-fil-A had, oh man, I don't think anyone would go anywhere else.
If Popeye's food was coming out of that Chick-fil-A down the street, I would go there every day. It's cool. But I go to Chick-fil-A like 2 or 3 times a week when I get out of school because like it's cheap and it's good and I can get my food fast and it's on the way home. I don't ever go to Popeye's on the way home because I'd have to go out of the way to spend 3 hours in the drive-thru.
Chick-fil-A gives me surveys. That gives me free food.
Yeah.
And I fill them out and get free food.
But that was not today's discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
That's my guitar slide.
Some guy at the thing had this.
Did he? I'm still.
My work shift.
I still suck with it, but I'm learning.
I don't think he used it, but
He had it.
yeah, I just saw it. I was like, my friend got this the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and then my boss said, "Oh, that is so cool! It's a pretty good amp." And I was like, "No, I mean like this, because it was sitting on top of an amp." I was like, "This little piece of metal." He got this circle. He was like, "Oh, that's cool."
He was so disappointed. Yeah. I guess
I had a pretty eventful week.
I did too.
Now I think about it.
My week was pretty eventful as well.
Hmm.
I would like to show off some of the things I got, if that's okay with you.
Please be my guest.
So first things first, that beautiful Guardians of the Galaxy vinyl that has Star-Lord's mask on the actual vinyl. It's so cool, so sick.
Well, it looks like I'm holding it up. I want to drop it.
Oh!
I got my first ever Funko soda. I seen them before, and when I first saw them, thought they were actual sodas. Or maybe candy. Turns out, they're not.
I thought it was candy.
There's just like a little figurine inside, but it's still really cool. It is the Japanese TV series Spider-Man. I wanted the actual Funko Pop of the Japanese TV series for a long time, but I got the soda.
But I guess this will do.
And it's a PX, and it was one of 16,799, as we found out by the card inside. So,
The first one.
yeah, which I don't believe it is. I think they just put that in.
Yeah.
But I wish it was actually numbered, so I did know. Cause it'd be cool to have like 537. I also got this. This was a gift from my girly friend, but it was picked out by our good friend and Exotic Media member Evan Lytle. If you can't tell, it's a Barnes & Noble exclusive I.M. group, fancy group, and it's flocked. I don't know what that means. It's my first ever Funko Pop to have a flocked sticker on it. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I know what it means.
It's actual grass.
Like you see how the grass is fuzzy looking?
Ah,
Like it's not hard.
that's interesting. Maybe I should take it out of the box.
Yeah, then you can touch it.
And then this is from our other good buddy slash roommate slash Exotic Media member Colton. Super cool.
I helped pick that
Darth
up.
Vader. Really cool. Really
He was
awesome.
asking if you already had a Darth Vader pop. I was like, I don't think he does, but I don't think he'd be opposed to getting a second one.
I would not be opposed to getting a second one if I did.
Especially one that's cool. Is that cool?
That is
He's
cool.
like chilling on lava.
It is really cool. I really like it. And then I got some pickleball merch that hasn't come in
It
yet.
hasn't come in.
Pickleball paddle.
Pickleball paddle. I think we showed the paddles
We did.
already. And then a really, really cool gift that I got. Oh wait, I got one more before that one.
The Dundee.
No, okay, I forgot about the one too. I got this comic book, The Amazing Spider-Man 34. This current arc is really heating up, and I'm really enjoying it.
Things are heating up.
It's like gonna be up there with like the video game, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Far From Home.
No way.
No Way Home. I always do that. And No Way Home. It's really, really good so far, and I'm really enjoying it. And then I saw this.
That is sick.
I have a bunch of the cassette tapes for all the different people. I want Star-Lord, Groot, and Rocket really badly. And you can just, if you get all of them, it creates that,
That's cool.
which I think is really cool. So I'm going to try to find those.
Here's your Dundee.
Yeah, this is also something we're going to try on the
I
show.
kept it turned around so they can't see the front.
It's a Dundee Award, and it's also a cherry-flavored candy. I hate that it's cherry,
I've seen those in Farmville,
but I am curious to see what Dundee-flavored candy tastes like.
If it's good, I might go buy some of those other themed candies because some of them are kind of cool.
Yeah. And then the one I saved for last. So it's so really freaking cool. And I love mugs. I have a few different ones. I have a rocket one right there. My sister got me one that says, "I think you're a butthole, but mom made me get you a gift." I have a Mandalorian one right here. I have other cool ones at my house. Those are all my mini Funkos. I didn't know where to put them, so I kept them in my rocket mug.
I was just looking at them.
Weird thing is, I don't really drink out of my mugs that much. Like at first, I did.
I eat ice cream out of my mugs.
Yeah.
I don't have any that are so cool, like collection-wise, that I want to keep them in my room. Though.
Yeah.
These are all.
But it's a samurai shampoo mug, which you guys don't know is my favorite anime and in my top 10 favorite shows because it's sick.
Very cool.
Really awesome
Only seen
show.
4 episodes.
It's just an awesome show. And the mug design is really cool. They got Fu's good side. And they got Jean's good side. And then Mugen just looks really cool.
Both sides are Mugen's good side.
Mugen does not have one.
He's a bad dude.
He is. people up. And sucks.
He goes a little bit farther than that. He kills a lot of people that he beats up.
He does kill a lot of people. Sometimes he's provoked. And then others, not so much.
Sometimes he just kills people.
That was pretty much my birthday stuff. And if y'all...
But have we watched 5 episodes or 6?
We haven't watched 5
I
yet.
think we're on 5.
We're on 5 because I know I'm excited for you guys to watch 6. 'Cause 6 is so funny. Okay. I figure out how to open this. People will indulge. There it is. Does it go all? There it is.
I can't wait to indulge.
I really hope this doesn't suck. Like, even if it's not that good, that's fine. I just don't want it to put a bad taste in my mouth.
I think it's gonna have some type of
Pez?
consistency.
I do. I like Pez.
Chalky candy.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow, I'm a genius.
But look at what's on the thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's you know, the little nameplate looking thingies that say The Office. It's the picture that's on there. This is a scary opening.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh. Maybe I can go. No.
You might have to use your teeth and like make a little tear and then. Come on. Sorry, I was acting rashly.
Are you ready?
Dink.
They're not horrible.
Not good either.
I don't think that'd be that bad if it wasn't cherry flavored.
It tastes more watermelon to me.
Like if this was great, it'd be really good.
Yeah, that's straight up watermelon flavored.
I get cherry. You're crazy, man.
I have a very sophisticated candy palate.
Oh, yeah. Sophisticated. More like immature-icated.
I got a decent amount of stuff this week, but I'll show off the 3 things that or 3 of the things I bought. Because these are the only like straight up collectibles things.
Yeah.
Because I got you that mug when I got these, and I also got 4 books. But these are just the collectibles I got. Starting out with this Maki Zenin JJ K-pop. I got it because the first store we went to where I bought that mug, I found 3 of the other characters that are in the set, and I was like, if I saw the other 2 characters, I probably would have bought them. And then when we went to Barnes & Noble, I saw the other 2 characters, and I was like, well, one of these looks a lot less cool than I thought it would. So I got her, because she's really cool. And then the next day, I found out that the idiot writer of the show, of the manga, decided to like make the worst mistake of all time. So now I don't even want to watch the show anymore, but oh well. I liked her up until this point. I got this Zenitsu mini pop, so now I have Zenitsu, Inosuke, and Tanjiro in mini pop form. And then a Chainsaw Man hat with Pochita on the hat. Very cool hat. I've been wanting a hat that doesn't scream. I'm a loser. I'm a weeb.
So he got.
So I got one that screams. I'm a weeb, not I'm a loser.
Yeah. Nice.
I mean, if you didn't know any better, you could probably assume, but you wouldn't know. For sure.
No, for sure.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. I also got a new disc this week.
Oh, I also got a new disc this week.
What's yours?
I found it last night while I was walking around Chadwick Lake. It was a pink zone.
Nice.
Probably gonna give it to Connor.
I got a yellow tie-dyed Thunderbird.
Nice.
So
We'll have to go play with it.
I played one round with it and I did okay with it.
I missed disc golf. I haven't played in a while.
I almost aced hole 7 at Lake Lowndes this week.
JJ's.
I almost skipped it right in that basket, dude. But I did not. I did birdie it though.
Nice.
Had my PB at Lake Lounge. I know.
Calm down.
But yeah,
What's your PB?
3 down. So
Not bad.
not bad.
That was my PB for the longest time, and then I got 6 down, and then I think it's 8 down right now.
I am angry because it should have been 4 down, but I bogeyed 18.
Dude, that's how I feel.
But
I was 9 down at one point, and so I was like, all I have to do on one of the last 2 holes is birdie 1, and I'll have double digits, and then I bogeyed 1. Frick that. Actually, I think I had 4 holes to play through with and just had the birdie 1. So I was playing it in my mind that day, though. But yeah, I'll beat it probably the next time I play because I'm just so good and I can throw so far.
you can throw so far.
I actually can throw it like really far now, and I don't know when that happened, but I out drive baskets if like that actually puts power on it, which feels pretty good.
It's a good thing. Means you're a strong boy.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, when I got those, it was really cool. I got 2. I want to say 2, but I think I got 3. 2 or 3. Probably 2. 2 manga and 1 like book. And they were like $5 each because they were on sale. So that was pretty cool. And then when I went to Barnes and Noble afterwards, I'm going to tell you about this. We went to Taco Bell in between because we planned on getting dinner, but I hadn't ate like anything that day. So I had been drinking an energy drink. It was a nectarine blueberry bang. It was really good.
I do like nectarine blueberry bang.
But I was on a food deficit, so we went to Taco Bell so I could get some chicken roll tacos. And they were out. So I tried the Doritos Locos Tacos for the first time ever. It was pretty good.
Really? You never tried them before this?
I've never had any menu item that's not like a side or a dessert from Taco Bell besides the cheese quesadilla up until recently.
That's insanity.
So
They are really good.
it was really good.
I'm not a Doritos fan, but those things are
Like I wouldn't mind going there to get the little 3-pack meal for $9. Seems like a scam because you can get each of them for like $2, but I guess you get a drink.
You also get cinnamon twist.
Oh, sweet.
I think that comes with a meal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. It was in the picture.
Yeah.
Remembering it. Yeah, but I might just have to do that sometime. But then we went to Barnes and Noble, and the book that I had been reading that I brought in here to show off one time when I finished it, the first one is like extremely rare. I had the chance to get it for like $20, but my chance was squandered, and now it's like $60 online. So who knows? I might never get that one. But the other one was also rare, and I could never find it. But it just happened to be at Barnes and Noble, and so I got it, and it was such a dub. Like it made me so happy. I was like, I've been looking for this, and normally I don't come across the things that I really am looking for because they're usually kind of rare. So that felt kind of good. Andy just texted me. I'm gonna find out why he
Isn't watching.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I saw the game that I saw the other day. Yesterday.
Are y'all just sending pictures of Doug Heffernan to each other?
It's the meme of him. I'm like, it's like I saw a game.
We've been watching King of Queens lately.
So it's funnier than I remember it being.
It's really funny.
I want to know if it's funnier than Kevin Can Wait, because
I think it is.
I loved Kevin.
Kevin Can Wait was. I like Kevin Can Wait, and then they brought in the girl that played his wife in King of Queens, and it didn't get like bad. It just, I don't know, the comedy kind of fell off for me. It was a good show though.
I thought she was in it the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Originally it was this other girl, and they had to change it.
I thought it was like a direct sequel spinoff to the King of Queens.
Uh-uh.
I was wondering why his
If-
name changed.
If you pull up his phone, or pull it up, you can probably see the girl who was there first.
Kevin can wait.
She was gorgeous. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, now I remember.
Yeah.
Huh.
I remember when that show came out, and I watched like the whole first season just because I loved King of Queens and I love Kevin James because he's hilarious, and that's how I watch it.
That's funny that there are just two sitcoms that are just completely based around Kevin James,
Just living a normal life
Yeah,
with a
man.
hot wife. Like,
It's so funny, and they're both good.
King of Queens is really funny.
It's
I
hilarious, dude.
Kevin Can Wait used to be like the only sitcom I watched. Like
Yeah.
I watched it before I watched The Office. I'm pretty sure.
I am not your ordinary guy.
Yeah.
The
I
thing
used to, like it would be on, and there was some other show that usually aired right after it, and I don't remember what it was, but I did not like it, and I just remember being so sad when I turned on the TV.
I feel
Kevin
like
Can Wait would be on, and then like the
I
next
feel
show
like
started.
I remembered the show, and I just don't remember what it was called. Was it The Neighborhood?
Mm-mm. It also had somebody's name in it.
Is it? It might have been Man with a Plan,
It was Man with a Plan. Yeah.
because the Matt LeBlanc show.
Yeah.
Um,
I did not like Man with a Plan.
it had some like funny-ish moments, but it was never good.
Like the first time I hopped on to watch Kevin Can Wait, I watched like the episode after it, Man with a Plan. I was like, this is not Kevin James. Get this off my screen.
The reason that Kings of Queens is funnier than Kevin Can Wait, in my opinion, is his friends are funnier in Kings of Queens, and then his father-in-law is just absolutely hilarious. Like, he's like, he played in Seinfeld too. He was George's dad. And oh my gosh, he's just a funny guy. Like, he's hilarious.
He's a funny dude.
I love Arthur.
How many seasons are there of it?
9.
Really?
I think so. I could be wrong. It's a lot. It lasted. It started from like.
It's like there are some sitcoms like when you watch
It went from like 98.
when you
to
watch like
07.
The Office or Seinfeld. Not even like in a quality sense, they just seem like shows that are gonna last a long time. And some of these shows like King of Queens, they just look and feel
Yeah.
like shows that are gonna have 4 seasons and they get canceled.
I remember the first time I watched King of Queens, my stepmom had the box set of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
9
9
seasons.
seasons.
Yeah, from 98 to 7. She had the
There's
box
only
set.
10 episodes in the
Wait,
last
click on.
one.
That was a more option. I think.
There's only 13.
Yeah, she had the box set of King of Queens, and I remember just watching like all of them. The bowling episode, I think it's season 3, like season 3 episode 1. Maybe not. Maybe it's 4.
Fatty McBurger
Or maybe it's strike 1. I don't know.
Probably strike 1, that would make sense.
I don't know. Anyways, the bowling episode, it's one of the funniest sitcom episodes of anything I've ever seen.
Andy says he's craving a debate. I didn't even notice he was.
It's too late, man.
The debate was already over before it started because the chicken came first because the Bible.
Oh, I guess I could talk about Andy. On Sunday, when I went to Tuscaloosa to buy all that stuff, it was actually Andy came over, and then poor Andy had to drive so much. Andy came over, and then Daniel came over, and we drove to Tuscaloosa to hang out with Jack for a couple hours, and it was really fun. Thanks, that's creation. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Jason's Deli, which I love Jason's Deli, but everybody always hates on Jason's Deli as if it's not just an average deli that gives you unlimited free ice cream. Like,
come on, people, you're missing out. Just go to Jason's Deli.
I got a debate. Is Andy a good guy or a villain?
Go with villain.
You think he's a villain? Maybe
He's
we're not gonna debate. Maybe
He's a good guy. Have y'all done Is Water Wet? No, I don't think we ever will.
It's a dumb question. Yes.
Yeah, it's wet.
Water's wet.
The food was also good, and so were the people. Like 50% of them at least.
The people were great. I love the people.
Yeah. So now I want Jason's Deli again because it was really good. But
We could open a deli called JJ's Deli.
if he doesn't have free ice
Me and
cream,
you.
I don't care.
We'll give it free ice
Okay.
cream.
Well, I guess it would have unlimited free ice cream for me if I'm the owner.
Sure.
But yeah, I really enjoyed my time on Sunday.
That's good.
Which was a complete contrast to my Saturday, because so I should go all the way back to last Monday. I don't think I talked about this one, I was at work on Monday, and my plans were to go to Tuscaloosa like on Saturday, and then chill there, me, Andy, Daniel, Jack, Saturday, just kind of chill all day, find stuff to do. But at work on Monday, my boss told me, oh my gosh, I don't know how long.
She thinks about water being not wet.
Water in and of itself is not wet. As to be wet, something just be covered in water, therefore a single watermelon would not be wet, but as soon as there are two watermelons, then they make each other wet. Debate settled. When I think of water, I think of multiple water molecules. Debate settled. Boom. Yeah. Well, I couldn't have gone Saturday either. But it was supposed to be Saturday, and then my boss told me, he was like, you're probably gonna have to work on Saturday. And I was like, okay. I was gonna be out of town, but I guess I can make it work. And he's like, all right, thanks. And then I don't remember when he told me like I was for sure. I think it was Wednesday. He told me I was gonna like for sure have to work on Saturday, but that was it. And the schedule was like the event went on from 9 to 5, which isn't too bad. But on Friday, in the middle of playing pickleball, I'm just playing, winning. I was winning. I was winning the game. Like, I was beating my opponent type of winning. I get a text and I look at it.
He broke his leg.
Yeah. I look at it and then like not the whole text pulled up and it was like, hey, it's gonna be an early morning. I was like, oh great, I'm gonna have to come in at 6 again. Scroll down. I had to be there at 4:30. Like 4:30. Why?
Because the universe hates you.
Oh man. So yeah, I had to wake up at 3:45 so I could get to campus and walk to the Union at 4:20 in the morning, 4:15 in the morning or so, and oh man, clocking in it was like 4:26 when I clocked in. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel right. I didn't like it. But then I was told that there would be like some good food around, and it was like an arts festival, and it didn't ever like click in my head that it was going to be venues selling food. So I left my wallet in my car, so I didn't have a way to get food. So at one point I had to call Colton's to come let me pick up some Chick-fil-A, so I wouldn't, die, because I just like Doug in the episode we watched last night. He
Just needed some food.
He just needed some food. But yeah, we were there from 4:30 to 6:50. So I'll save y'all having to do the math. 14 hours and 20 minutes. it was a long day. Yeah, it was a really long day, but some of the musical acts were pretty good, and that's what I was doing. I had to set up like a big stage or help set up a big stage and watch the acts. Yeah.
If I ever, you told me I should do the arts festival next year. If I do it when I'm done, I'll make sure to say. And y'all thank the event services.
We did have one person thank us.
That's good.
And then actually, it was kind of funny. After the whole thing, me, the other student worker, and my boss were up there like taking it down. And then this guy walked up to me and he said, "Bro, you did awesome." And I was like, I just looked at him. And I was like, I gave him the fluoride stare. I was like, just staring at him. Not really. I was just like, no, that wasn't me. He's like, what do you mean? I was like down there doing sound. He's like, you were doing, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all did great at the soundboard. And I was like,
Oh, thanks.
thanks. And then I was sitting there, I was like, well, I was like, you should probably thank him, because my boss was the one like controlling the soundboard all day. And he was like, oh, right, you did great too, man. I was like, I really needed that. I've been here for 12 hours.
That reminds me of Monday. We were doing this thing at Perry. It was National Food Service Worker Day, so we got students to sign a board to hang up in Perry and stuff. And this girl named Kendall, who is friends with my sister, and
X's with our Colton.
So I know her pretty well. She came up to sign it. She said, "Oh, by the way, happy late birthday." And there's this random dude who's also signing the board standing next to her. He looks like, "Yeah, happy late birthday, guy." And he just got his hand on. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro.
Thanks, dude.
It was so funny. Yeah, happy late birthday, guy.
My guy.
Yeah.
But did you do anything special for your birthday?
Not really. It was mostly just, dinner. I ate 3 separate times for my birthday. Once with Kyle, once with my family, and then once again with my family and a couple people from church on my actual birthday. So had a lot of food. Those are my guitar picks.
This one looks like a Dorito.
It's a bass pick. That was my grandfather's. That's okay. What else? Oh yeah, our church had their annual church picnic at Lake Lowndes Sunday, which I have a funny story about that.
So you got to
actually.
tell yourself that it was for a birthday party.
No, I just went. But that's
Guys, y'all put this on for me.
But that's where I played disc golf at, and one of my youth kids named Jack walks up and says, "Hey man, happy birthday!" And he chunks me a disc. It's a Thunderbird, and it's a really cool design. I was like, "Oh, thanks man, I really appreciate that. I kind of needed this."
Thanks, guy.
But yeah, so we ended up playing disc golf, at the picnic, which was fun. But so 2 weeks ago, my dear old sister Deborah, our pastor's wife, she's like, tells everyone in the church, "Yes, our church picnic's in 2 weeks at Lake Lowndes, blah 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 blah, all this stuff." So
As you do.
a week later, she calls my mom. She says, "Hey Leanne, so I forgot to book the pavilion at Lake Lowndes for the party, and it's already booked. So do you know another place where we can have it?" And my mom's hosted church events at our house before, and I think Sister Deb was trying to get my mom to host it, and my mom did not want to host it. She was like, "You could try Ola J. Pickett Park in Caledonia, but they might be booked too. I don't know anywhere else though." And then a day later, Sister Deborah texts my mom back, like, "Hey, by the way, I figured out who booked the pavilion. It was Pastor Kenny." So it was her husband who booked it, which I thought was so funny. But yeah, we ended up having it at the pavilion, and yeah, it was fun. Played Can Jam also. They made some
Can Jam's fun.
catfish.
Whenever I
And
see Can Jam, I want to play Spike Ball.
I'm the opposite. When I see Spike Ball, I want to play Can Jam. But I'm really good at Can Jam, and I'm not good at. I'm decent. No, I'm not even decent. I'm below average. at
I'm
Spike
below
Ball.
average at Spike Ball, but I want to be good at Spike Ball.
Yeah.
So
Dude, me and
When you get a good rally going in spike ball, it's fun. And I've never played can jam with people that are really good at can jam. So
me and my partner Cadence, we played like 8 games, and we got the slit 3 times, which was
Nice.
sick. He got it twice, and I got it once. But we were like, dude, we're just crazy, and we didn't lose a game, which was fun. We didn't really have the best competition either. I think surprisingly Jackie was our best competition.
Connor's really good at spike ball, apparently.
Connor, the one that lived there.
I'm guessing. That wouldn't surprise me. He seems like a spike baller. I mean that in a positive way.
He seemed like a spike baller, man.
Stupid spike baller.
I hate spike ballers.
Um,
Why don't you be good at a real sport?
like pickleball. Speaking of pickleball, I played. I might play today.
Yeah.
I will not play tomorrow, unfortunately. I have
Yeah.
work tomorrow.
You will play Friday.
I will play Friday. I might go home this weekend too.
I also might go home this weekend. But well, if I do go home this weekend, it'll be Saturday, not Friday. But I might not. I don't know. It depends.
It's a
We'll see.
long drive for me,
It is.
so I like to go as soon as I can, but I ain't missing the pickleball club.
I love pickleball club.
But yeah, I went and played. You were there for some of it, but you had to leave early.
Yeah. I had to celebrate good times.
Yeah. So
Good job.
I ended up after you left. It was me, Colton, and that guy we met.
Longer?
Yeah, I remember his name. I'm just not gonna dox him, you know.
Yeah. I forgot his name. But now I remember.
Well, I remember. I did play more than 2 games with him. To be
Yeah.
fair.
He's
But-
a funny dude.
Yeah, he was fun. But so we were standing there looking for a fourth, and then the girl, one of the girls on the nationals team, was just
gosh.
sitting there, and I was like, I just pointed around, I was like, yo, look, that's the girl on the nationals team, and then Cole was like, do you want me to go ask if she wants to play? And I was like,
She's on the national team.
she's on the nationals team, and the other guy was like, she's just gonna beat us, and he was like, here, I'll go ask. I'm like, this is.
I love how he took your response and did not listen to it at all. Did not comprehend whatsoever.
I was like, this is gonna be
No.
so awkward. Like, it's just she's so much better than us. She doesn't want to play with 3 random guys.
No. Did she say yes?
Yeah,
Oh.
we played a game with her.
Were
And
you on her team?
unfortunately, yeah, I was. Not unfortunately, that sounded really rude. She was really good and really nice. So I was glad to meet her.
We watched her play, dude.
She's insanely
She's
good.
mind-boggling good at pickleball.
Like, she doesn't ever, unless she like has the perfect shot, she doesn't get too aggressive on the net, but she could get, if like on her side, she'd never let one get past her, and she never hit one into the net. Like,
She,
it was
like-
just like, this is wild. Like, I think she's playing for attrition. She's just sitting there going, and then eventually they'd hit it towards me, and I'd slam it, and we'd win the point. But, like, I figured what it was going to be with me and Colton versus her and the other guy.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to play against her to see, like, if I could beat her. But I was getting a drink of water, and when I turned around, Colton and the other guy were just standing next to each other, and she was by herself on the other side. So I just walked over there, and then we won 11-1, and the 1 point we lost was my fault, obviously. So, yeah, it wasn't the most fun game of pickleball. It was like, we should have just found another person that was more close to our skill level to play with. But I guess it's not fair since I'm also insanely good and going to be on the nationals team. Not really. Maybe, but probably not. But maybe.
We'll see what the other.
We need to win this tournament.
Yeah, we did.
That would look really good on us.
We're gonna win.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was a fist bump.
It can be. We're gonna win. That could be our handshake. Just. Wouldn't be a bad. Can you imagine we score a point and just. time just because guys
No,
would-
what?
they think
They think we were insane.
and they couldn't hit the
What
ball.
are they doing?
They go easy on us. Hey guys, maybe I should play in the casual tournament.
No.
No.
I think there's only one bracket this year. I tried to sign up, and it was just like the one.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you sign up as a team or
you
individually?
sign up as a team.
Okay.
We'll find out if there's like a
A limit to sign up.
limit. I'm scared of it getting filled. I don't know if there is a cap, but
I'm sure they'd figure it out.
I don't know. Hello, Anna Grace. Hey, Anna Grace.
Hannah Grace. That's Andy's wife.
Yeah, that is Andy's wife. I love Anna Grace. She's the best.
Is she the best?
Yeah, she's great.
Is she better than your other sister?
Okay, I'm not gonna compare my sisters. But what I thought was funny was after the game, after we beat them,
Sure.
I went over and talked to Cole. I was like, "Well, that was fun." And he was like, "Hey, we got 1 point." And then he said something like, "I love how you just decided that you were gonna be on her team." I was like, "What? Y'all were standing next to each other on this side, and she was over there by herself. I wasn't about to just be like, all right, guys, let's decide the teams." Like, I just walked. It was like you could have told him to walk over there. You could have walked over.
You
there.
go play with the nice lady.
But then later in the day, Colton ended up leaving. I stuck around for a few more matches because I was wanting to play, and then I found out that I was going to be working at 4:30, and I just played a couple more. But I was just like,
I'm excited. I get to stay for the whole thing this week. Because last 2 weeks I had to leave early.
I'm excited for that too.
But
'cause
not this week.
Maybe we'll actually play a Duper game this week.
I hope so.
Our rating's pretty good. 3.5 out of 5.
I saw some. Okay.
I have one more game to talk about.
I have a question about Duper. I know they said it was out of 5, but I was watching the MLP series on YouTube when I got home Friday because they had a live event going on in Atlanta. And like the teams playing, it would show their Duper ratings like by their names, and they were having like 12.9s and 13s, and so I'm really confused.
Maybe that wasn't Duper.
It said Duper. It said DUPR.
The highest ranked player is a 7.13. So maybe that's some type of like national tournament rating.
Maybe.
thing.
I
Might be
don't know.
different.
Because
I know that
I was so confused. I was like,
in the casual field it's 2 to 5, but it might go above 5.
That
if
might
you
be
get
what
to a
it is.
pro division.
yeah.
Maybe we'll see once we go pro.
That makes sense.
Um,
I saw some intense pickleball matches, and then I started thinking I gotta figure out how to go like to the side of the kitchen and hit it over because that's just
Oh, jump over it?
not even jump over it. If you just like stand on the side of it, but jump over it too.
I've
just
I've done it
like
once, but like it's a really
It's not easy.
it's not easy, and it's a pretty niche hit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure when you're like a pro it would be a bit more possible, but it doesn't happen often. I've seen it happen one time, and the couple times I did it, it was just because I wanted to try it. Like I probably shouldn't have. I just was like, I should do this. It would be cool.
I also found out you can hit it to the side of the net. Like you don't have to go over the net as long as it lands in the court. You're good, which I didn't know.
Yeah, somebody did that in a game I played, and I was like, I almost called it, but I was like, nobody else called it, so
That
I'm
might
not
be
going
that
to.
might be a rule.
If I'm playing with randoms, I'm not about to call something that I don't know.
I remember, or last Friday we were playing Chase and what's his name?
I'm completely blanking on his name.
We played Chase and this other guy.
Crap. I feel really bad now.
And you went up and spiked the ball and you ran into the kitchen. So I said, "Hey Caleb, you ran in the kitchen." And they made fun of me for saying you ran in the kitchen. Like, we don't call it. You don't have to say anything. I was like,
That is true.
I was just trying to be honest, man. I from now on, I won't say a word.
That is typically true. If you know, like, it'd be like if you hit a ball that you thought was out, but they kept playing. It's like, hey, no, I think my ball was out. It's like you're giving up points at
I
that
just wanted to
point.
be honest, though.
I appreciated it because when I run into the kitchen, I want to know so that way I can like fix my positioning. You probably could have just told me.
Well, next time I will just tell you. I'll be like, "Hey, you were in the kitchen." That's what I'll do next time.
Yeah.
I'm worried about officiating in the tournament because I'm afraid they're gonna say like we're gonna do honor system and there's gonna be some dudes like that wasn't out, that wasn't out, that was in.
You just gotta tough it out and stick with your guts. If you're not a liar, then he really can't. Unless there's a really close shot that you have a better perspective on. I'll say that. The person calling the ball has the best perspective on it because they are sitting there watching it and it's closest to them. Can't.
I mean, they might. There's only like 4 courts that are like actual pickleball courts. I'm not sure if they're gonna set up the like fake net, not the fake nets.
They'll probably play the small nets too, but
the other nets. But like,
I feel like it is probably going to be honor system because that's how tennis works. But I feel like most people will be honorable.
I hope so. There are some people.
It does
I am
suck when
worried
you
about.
see a ball go like clearly in and they're like out, and it's like what? Like it'll be like a couple ball lengths in the court, but since they couldn't reach it. I hate when people like they wait until they are about to miss the ball to call it out. It's like it's clear that you just realized you're not going to be able to hit the good hit that I hit. Really bothers me. But the other game I played, I had 3 games of note. Actually 4 games of note. The one that me and you played against Chase, and I feel terrible that it's like his name is just escaping me right now. Him. That game was a really good game.
We did really good that game.
The game that me and you played against those 2 guys with the one dude that had like
The sickest serve I've probably ever seen in my life.
insane
I mean, it was
serve.
nasty.
Like, it was killing us. We won that one.
We managed to win it.
That game, and then the game I played with the Nationals girl on our team, just because it was a good learning experience for me because she carried me so hard. And I've been carried, but not that hard. I didn't do much.
I just sat there.
It was like, it's hard to explain the amount of embarrassment I had when I hit it into the net or something. Like, it was just like,
I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to look good so I can be like, yeah, no, he's pretty good. You should let him be on the Nationals team. It's just not going to work out like that. I just got to, oh man. But I played pretty good that game. Like, I only hit it into the net 2 or 3 times, so. And the one time they scored, it was because Colton hit it and it hit the net and then bounced off the net, and so it went behind me. So
I hate when that happens.
yeah, I could have seen it coming, but I didn't. So my fault.
Dude.
But yeah, that game was good. And then the last game I played was me and this one guy. He goes to RUF. That's all I know about him, and he has blonde hair.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, you definitely know what I'm talking about.
What's his name?
I don't know.
We're bad with names.
The first time I played him, I forgot his name because the guy he played with like got mad at me for playing the net while Colton played back. When I was like, that's literally just the strategy we play. He was like, let your friend play up on the net and you play back. I was like, okay. And then I just stayed back and then stopped trying and we lost the game. I was pretty mad at myself, and Chase started making a joke out of it because he could tell that I threw the game, and he was like, you should have just kept playing the same way. I was like, I didn't want to make him mad. This is like my first pickleball club meeting and we're playing casually. It's annoying that he got this upset already. Dude, we saw some people get angry last time.
Dude, that was so funny.
But we'll talk about that in a second. But
Oh god.
that
was so funny.
it was me and him against the Nationals girl and like one of her friends, and I thought he was one of the Nationals guys. I asked him afterwards if he was. He said he wasn't. He said that he plays every day though, so essentially
He's our competition.
yeah, he was good. It was me and that guy against them 2, and like I was playing out of my mind. Like I probably had 2 or 3 errors the whole game, and maybe a couple more than that. But like I was playing, it was one of the best games I've played. But the other guy, who I think is normally better than me, I think the nerves got to him a little bit because he hit a lot into the net. But it was like 11-6 or 11-5, I think, which was better than I thought I'd do because of how good the people we were playing against were. But
I did get a little annoyed that I was playing so good and he wasn't. But he wasn't playing bad by any means.
Yeah.
And the game before that, he was playing like insanely good, like way better than I was. So like it kind of balanced out. It was just unfortunate that this game, like we actually had a fighting chance against probably the best pickleball team out there. So if me and you were playing, 11-0 us.
I
can't wait to play more pickleball.
Last week of pickleball, I decided I was gonna hurt myself majorly. Like, I had some type of bump that was very bruised and very hard. I thought my bone might have made a
Protuberance.
It was bad, dude. I told JJ, like, I gotta stop giving my all to the game that gives nothing back to me.
Oh yeah, I remember when you said that.
It was, oh gosh, I dove like probably 30 times in the span of 4 days.
No, there was that one time me and you were playing against that couple.
Yeah.
And the girl hit one over to you. You dove to hit it. Got like they hit one to me, and then I hit it back to her, and then she hit another one away from you, and you had to dive like in one point within like 5 hits of the ball. You had to dive twice, and we got the point. That was a crazy rally.
And then I had to dive again once at McKee.
You dove at McKee?
Mm-hmm. It was the game we were playing, the dude and the six herb dude. We did not get that point because I hit it out of bounds. But
I remember that.
yeah, and it was the same side too.
I wouldn't.
I was like,
I know that the grounds are similar toughness, but the ground is so smooth that Sanderson, I feel a lot more comfortable diving there. Volleyball girls do it all the time.
yeah, I'm tired of diving, bro.
Just don't do it anymore.
Well,
Unless we're
in
playing.
the heat of the moment, like I can't help it. It's just like go, but like
I respect it. I don't have to dive. I think if I were to dive, I would just lose control, and I can normally get to balls. I got long legs, kind of helps me out. Another pickleball story of note this week. It was a pickleball week. We really should have done a pickleball-based question. The picture you posted on your story was us.
I couldn't think of any pickleball questions. Like, what's a pickleball question? Like pickleballs or pickleball rackets? Like, which is cool.
Come on, man.
Which is cool.
Indoor outdoor balls?
I honestly thought about doing indoor or outdoor pickleball, but I was like,
I think we should have. I don't think we've done indoor outdoor before.
maybe we haven't. I don't know. So there's a. I mean, I'm trying to think how many people in our audience have done indoor and outdoor pickleball, and I don't think it's a lot.
Probably not, but
I know
if they've
there's
done indoor, they would just vote indoor.
yeah.
But
I don't know.
so, anyways, we so last Wednesday, we did night and day.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we did indoor outdoor.
Oh, probably didn't. I just thought we did.
Yeah, I would have remembered it. It would have been on the board if those. We haven't done it. I should write that down. Indoor outdoor sports. So the other day, last Wednesday, when we left campus, my car's AC like completely gave out.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
in your car.
And it was awful. Like it wasn't even like how it used to be, where it was just on but barely blowing. It was just completely out. Like the AC wasn't even trying to work. And so like, well, this really sucks. So I parked my car, texted the guy that fixed it. I was like, "Do you know what might be up with it?" And he was like, "Yeah, you can bring it up to the shop tomorrow." And I was like, "All right, I don't really want to, but I will. No big deal." That sounds rude. I love the guy that fixed it. We played disc golf before. He was actually one of the leaders at my first year of Super Summer. Very guy. His son is insane at disc golf. But
Yeah.
so like when he fixed my car, I had a great time talking to him. And so I didn't want to drive out to Columbus
Yeah.
to get my car fixed.
Yeah.
so me and Colton like ended up not going to church because I was like, I'm not driving my car, and he was like, I'm out of gas. And I was like, well, and JJ was like, I'm actually not going tonight. And I was like, well, I don't think we're gonna go tonight. So we missed college group. It was pretty sad because I don't like missing,
Well, I'm sorry.
but we missed.
I'm making fun of you guys. I'm sorry.
That's not how we actually talk,
Yeah, I know.
idiot.
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. That just came out. I'm sorry.
Dude, I remember when you mentioned his son. I remember when Charlie in the tournament, Charlie was so mad. He's like, he's not that good. Like, he obviously is.
He's insanely good.
Yeah. That was so funny. It's okay.
But yeah, so so later that night, I just like out of nowhere, I got the motivation to go work out and like go run a little bit, which I never have that motivation. I always want to. I just
Yeah.
that would be hard. I can't do that. So I went and got my Lulu shorts on. Should have brought my new workout shorts in here. I guess I could run and go grab them, but they're GU themed. I don't have anything. Oh wait, my wallpaper's GU. They're this guy. They're running shorts. The
Demon Slayer.
the inside part is like maroon on this side and like
It's
the
his
cool
Yamaka
blocky.
pattern,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Yarmulke? Is that correct?
No, it's
No.
not. The yarmulke's
Kimono.
the yarmulke's a little hat that they wear.
What? Dude, you've messed me
It's
up.
it's just a
Kimono.
Yeah.
So
Yarmulke.
yeah, I was like, maybe he knows something I don't.
No, I knew it wasn't
Yarmulke. The Jewish hat.
Yeah. Demon Slayer GU is
He's
a
a Jew.
Jew.
Yeah. No. So anyways, I put my Lulu on to go run, and then Colton came with me, and I started just doing laps around it, and I could run like maybe half a mile without stopping, jog like half a mile without stopping.
Yep.
And then I would so I ended up just like, I would run 2 or 3 laps and then walk 2. I just kept doing that over and over again.
Yeah.
And then eventually I looked down and I saw those guys we met a while ago, like the Thursday night of the pickleball meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Saw them and they were playing by themselves, and I was like, texted Cole, I was like, yo, let's go grab our paddles and we can go play them. He was like, all right. And so that's what we did. Went and grabbed the paddles. Changed my shoes because I didn't want to play in my running shoes because they're for running.
They were for running.
But we went back out there and we played them. When we got back in, they were actually playing against this other team that was bad. So yeah, they were not good. No offense, they were not good. And they ended up I think they were just in the Sanderson and we're like, hey, we should try something out. But it's okay. It's not for everybody. They had potential. They just weren't good. Probably their first time ever playing. So, after their game, we were like, we asked them if we could start swapping in and out, and they're like, we'll just head out. We don't want to play. And I was like, babies. Not really. But so we hopped in with the guys, and we played one game. I don't remember the order, but either they beat us or we beat them, and then we played another one, and then whoever lost the first one won the second one. So it was we were like, oh, we'll do a best out of 3 championship game. And we're playing, and then me and Colton had this insane point, and I got this sick finishing hit. I think I hit it straight at one guy's feet, and it bounced off his feet. And so the other guy, he picks it up, and he kind of been doing it the whole night, but he would kind of just hit it really high when he hit back, so we catch it. And so he does that, and I'm psyched about the point I just won because it was a long rally that we won. So I'm like, yes, let's go. I'm looking at Colton, and he hits the ball up, And I'm like looking at the ball, getting ready to catch it, and then Colton's like just staring in their direction. And I was like, Colton, the ball. And then Colton catches it.
The ball!
And then I turned back, and one of the guys was like laying on the ground. And I was just like, what happened? What happened in this moment that I was just looking away? And I guess he got really upset. He lost the point. And then his friend like looks up at us, and he was like, kind of like worried looking.
Yeah.
And he went like, I hit him in the face. I was like, oh. And so we walk over there, and the guy's like holding his mouth, and the dude who he must have like absolutely slammed that ball up, cause the guy on the ground was like, he picked something up off the ground, and like half his tooth had just been chipped off, and I was like, oh my god.
He's got to be concussed.
Like,
as well. No shot, he's not concussed. He's got to be concussed. I would think he's concussed.
I don't know. Yeah, so like I felt so bad, and I almost asked like, so are we gonna finish the game? But I was like, that man, it might not go over.
That's not a good time to ask that question.
Yeah, I just wanted to finish the game.
Yeah.
But then we walked back over and sat down, and he like called his mom or something, and we were talking to the other guy, and he felt like clearly he felt bad because he just knocked his friend's tooth out.
Wow.
And me and Colton were talking about it after. It was like, I hope they didn't like just meet in college, because like I think I'd stop talking to somebody that I just met if they knocked my tooth out.
Yeah. I hope they've been friends a while.
I hope, because like if you knocked my tooth out, I could get over it. I'd be really upset in the moment, like really upset in the moment. But yeah.
That'd be okay.
The dude that got his tooth knocked out was kind of funny though. He was clearly upset, but kind of holding it in, probably because me and Colton were there. And he's holding. He's like, the guy was like, you can get it. Like he was like, I actually had a tooth chipped once. It was this one. You can't even tell. And he's like, yeah, but I've been eating with this thing for 14 years.
I was like, with this thing for
dang, bro. I relate to that. I'd be so upset if I had to get a tooth replaced, because like, me and these guys have been close. They've been with me since day 1400. You know.
They owe 700 hours.
Yeah, but so that was unfortunate. And we were kind of sitting there, and then Colton went. He said, "All right, I think we need to head out." And I was like, it was kind of like we didn't need to go, but he was like, I just couldn't be around any longer. It was getting too awkward. And I was like, yeah, we were kind of just sitting there watching these guys, like kind of like one of them was clearly getting a little worked up about the fact that his friend just chipped his tooth. Oh man, I felt so bad.
That's so funny, dude.
It was really funny, but I felt so bad. Like I want to see him again and be like, hey, say like smile for me.
Say
Come
cheese.
On. Big cheese. Come on. Big cheese. Big cheese.
They call me Mr. From
Yeah.
That's Biggie Cheese.
Biggie cheese. So poor guy got his tooth chipped.
Poor guy.
Happens to the best of them.
Well, I have 2 exams tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. That's all I really got going this week. So far this week's been very lazy, and I should have been studying this whole time, but I haven't been. Which means today and tonight's going to be a grind of studying.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
My hair looks pretty good like this.
You look like you're in the movie Grease.
I did.
Go Grease Lightning, running up the quarter mile. Grease Lightning, go Grease Lightning, go Grease Lightning, running up
Alright,
the
shut up.
Sorry.
I didn't mean that.
Shut up. Stop it.
Quit that.
Stop it! Don't do it! Come here, look at this!
I don't have any exams this week. I have one next Tuesday.
And it's in the class that I've been...
My midriff was showing. It's in the class I've been skipping.
So, you know, hoping that study guide comes in clutch.
Yeah.
It should. But I'm gonna go tomorrow because tomorrow's review.
Is that your first exam in there?
No, I made it 92 on the first one.
Yeah. No, always go to the review days because she literally like
gives you the answers to everything. If you answer them out loud, she'll give you bonus points.
I got like 3 bonus points.
I always got 10. Well, not in her psych of learning because it was a huge lab. In her biopsych class, I always got 10 bonus points because I'd answered 20.
Yeah,
And then she'd cut me off.
even if I was the first one to raise my hand, since I got to where like I'd answered 5, and she started like just calling on other people.
Yeah.
I
Our
was like-
biopsych class was small though. We were in the room we were in now for Old Testament. There weren't a lot of people in there. So she'd just be like, "All right, Griffin, I gotta cut you off." And then the dude next to me, his name was Colin. He went to Young Life sometimes, so I kind of knew him. So I would just like tap and be like, "This is the answer."
I kept doing that to JJ, and he wouldn't believe me.
I like thought you were messing with him. Like,
I was trying to help him out. JJ did end up getting like 2 bonus points though.
If you just go to her class, you get bonus points,
That's true.
which is nice. But
Yeah, so I am going to that tomorrow, but it was funny though when she was calling. She every time she called on me to answer a question, she'd ask what my name was, and she started apologizing for not knowing my name. I was like, it's fine. There's like 100-some students in here. You're good. But she kept saying, I'd say, it's Caleb Glad, and she'd go, all right, Caleb Glad, and I was like, crap. And then eventually, when she like really pronunciated the glad part, like the gla,
yeah,
I was like, oh, it's lad, and she was like, oh, I would have got there eventually. It's like, yeah,
are y'all in that big room in Allen?
we're in one of the big rooms in Allen,
Yeah.
not the super big one, but the one. If you go to where the classrooms are,
Yeah.
it's like facing the hallway. You know,
That's
if you walk out of the hallway and turn right, it's the first room on the left.
I think that's where I had business calc. But I'm not sure. I hated business calc. I hate Allen Hall. I really hope I never have a class in there again.
I thought I would never have a class in there either, because
This is the first semester I haven't had a class in there.
I didn't have one last semester, but I do this semester, but I haven't really gone to it a lot, so.
I am excited for that. This semester really hasn't been bad at all. It's been good. It's just it's the quickest I've like checked out mentally of like stuff, you know.
I'm not there yet.
Like last week did pretty good of like getting my work. Last week was pretty busy, so I did pretty good like getting my work done, doing my exams, like working. But like this week, I should already be studied and prepared for my exams, and today should just be reviewing. But I haven't.
Your birthday was Sunday. Cut yourself some slack.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's the fastest I've like. This is the first time I've just not gone to a class ever, and it's like attendances are required, so it's not gonna hurt me. And I did. What did I make on the first exam? A 92, I think is what it said I need.
You sound like me right now, because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I think attendance is required for that class. It's not? Okay.
You get bonus points for attending.
Yeah. This class, like, attendance isn't required at all, and I just have not been going. And I hate it because I like the professor, but there's somebody in that class I just can't stand to be around. And it just makes me not want to go. But I've been using that time pretty well when I don't go to class, but yeah, it's just, and then in my marketing class I don't pay attention at all. I just do other stuff. So I don't know, I've so quickly checked out this semester, and I'm still doing good academically. So
For the first time in my college life, have not checked out academically. Like, there have been a couple times where I'll finish all my homework on Monday, and I'll be sitting there and I'll be like nervous,
yeah,
like, you know, anxious about stuff, and I'm like I need to like study or do stuff, and then I like think about it, I'm like, there's no exams coming up, I finished all my homework, and I have good grades in all my classes.
Yeah.
And this has never happened to me before.
Really?
Like, I don't know why. It's just like, I think getting my homework done on Mondays, like when I have free time at work, has really helped me. But like my experimental lab, I finish that on Monday night or Tuesday morning every time, so I haven't had to stress about that after the fact.
Yeah.
And then even like experimental, like the class part, it's the worst I've done on an exam so far, but it's also my hardest class, and I made an 84 on it.
Yeah.
And I'm very like fine with that, because he was telling us that if you make 50s on all the exams but get near 100s on all the labs, then you'll still have a C in the class. And I was like, so if I make above an 80, realistically speaking, I should probably have an A in the class, especially with like the bonus points that I'm getting. So like, I feel really confident as of right now in that class. Things might change, but my other classes, like I'm doing good in Old Testament, doing good in
We've only had
Japanese.
1 grade in Old Testament.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
You are doing
Happy
good.
day.
I know, it's just funny.
You have a 100.
Yeah, I just think it's funny because it's like we have 1 grade in Old Testament.
When I say I'm doing good, like I'm pay attention. I'm not mentally checked out. Japanese, I think it's because of Japanese that I'm like focused on my other classes, because like I'm having a lot of fun in there and like learning in there, and it's like the first time in a class that like I go to class and have fun every day, and I've like made a decent amount of friends in there and stuff.
Yeah.
So like now, oh crap! I have a social psych assignment due today. Oh crap! Forgot about that. I should probably do that.
Yeah. It would be smart.
Yeah, because it's due before class.
What time's class?
12:30.
Mm.
Probably gonna do that before I go to campus today.
Yeah.
Although I'm gonna go to campus as soon as we're done with CALEB A.M. So I might do it on campus.
I'm gonna shower before I go to campus, unless we don't finish until like 9.
I don't think we're gonna go that long. I think we're almost done.
I think we are almost done too. But yeah, my class is like Old Testament. I'm still invested in, but I guess health psych I'm invested in too. But like the class is so simply put together that he just like will post a blank PowerPoint on Canvas, and by blank I mean like there's blanks and you just fill in what the PowerPoint says.
There's
as it
probably
goes.
another assignment I have due today. I think we need to end soon before I forget to do this stuff.
Okay.
Because I'll forget to do it.
What other class? Like, I've completely checked out of cognitive psych. Like
I've completely checked out of psych of learning, but I still am on top of my homework. In that
Yeah,
class.
there's not much homework in that class either, and I have an A in there. What else have I checked out of like entirely? Marketing, I've checked out of entirely. And then I'm on the verge of checking out in health psych. Motivation, I don't even have to be checked in because that class is a joke. I forget that I have that class sometimes because there's nothing to do for it and it's online. And they're not even offering it next year or next semester, so I've checked out of that class. And then, yeah, there's health psych, which I'm on the verge of checking out of, and then Old Testament, which I don't think I'll check out of anytime soon. But it's been like the laziest CALEB semester so far, but I'm still getting stuff done. So,
which is the opposite for me.
last year as a whole, last year I was, except for a couple of classes, mainly Spanish and film.
Nah, bro.
And
Film made me lazy. Like, because of film, I was unwilling to put in effort to my other classes. I can't, whenever I think back on that semester, I can't even think of my other classes right away because I just hated film so much, and it's like,
I remember
my brain. I remember
social psych.
But in psych of learning. Should have had an A in psych of learning. It sucks that was my only
interpersonal. Or
not theories of personality.
Yeah, that was.
If I had gone to that stupid career fair or whatever it was.
Dude, last year as a whole, from semester 1 to semester 2, is the most effort I've put into a school year like in my life. And now this first semester of junior year, or I guess second semester of junior year, technically, I'm just like not into it. I guess because like I feel like I'm close, even though I'm really not. I don't know. But yeah, we can be done now if you want. I'm gonna take a shower.
Probably should. While you're taking a shower, I'm gonna go finish those 2 assignments.
Coolio.
Well,
You've been CALEB A.M.
y'all been CALEB A.M.
I hope you guys have a great and blessed Wednesday. Make sure
have a CALEB Wednesday.
you get your caffeine in. Have a great day.
They just didn't get their caffeine
Good news.
in.
You're so right. We'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.